We've opened up on a fairly decent hand, so we're going to keep that. And our opponent has mulligan to 6. Okay, and off we go. Okay, that's actually the ideal draw. So we've got pretty lucky with the curve that we've opened up on, where we can just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and it appears that our opponent is playing a 3-color deck. Okay, so it's going to come in with everything again. There's nothing really that we're overly concerned with here. Having said that, I do have the option of tapping down his morph and then playing the Spellfest. Considering his board state, it may even be worth doing that. This isn't going to really do anything in combat. Yeah, having said that, I think I'm just happy to make a trade here or to get a pump spell out of his hand, and then just play the Dragon Bell Monk just to keep up the pressure. Actually, I think here I'm going to play around the 3-mana Pyroclasm. We're pretty ahead in this game, and it's one of the few ways back I can see from our opponent. So I'm just going to play that turn slightly cautiously. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to tap that down in response. Okay. Okay, so I think here I'm just going to attack with both and offer the trade. Okay, that's an interesting choice there. So I'm just gonna not really do anything. Okay, the reason for attacking with the spell fist, by the way, was had he blocked, I would have drawn a card off this and got back the Dune Caster to trade these two cards and also put this into play. It's not really a fantastic draw on his part. So the options here are whether I want to just play out the dragon. I suppose, I mean, I could go in. Oh wait, no, this now has regenerated, doesn't it? So I think perhaps the option there is just to play out the dragon, to sit back and to eventually counter a creature and bring back the Dune Caster. Okay, that's not really going to make a big difference. Okay, so at this point I should be in control of this game. Okay, so still really no reason to pull the trigger. Yeah, that's fine. Oh dear. Excellent. Okay. Hmm. Don't really think there's much I can do about that. That was a good draw. Okay. Yeah, perhaps it was a mistake not to have pulled the trigger on the command. Here I think I am going to just counter this and bring back the... Hmm. I think I may have played this game slightly badly. Okay, well, that makes things slightly interesting. Okay, there we go. Sideboarding. I'm thinking about bringing some black cards especially this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna see how it goes to make some changes to this deck. Mainly because I think my early drops get outclassed pretty quickly. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 swamps is probably all I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're going a bit light on islands, which might be an issue, but I think that should be okay. Okay, so we've opened up on a pretty decent hand. Going to keep that. Oh, and he's elected to let us go first. That makes his hand slightly worse, not a lot. It's still a reasonably good two-land hand. No reason not to block there. This is interesting. So I think eventually this card is going to be the 5/1 that's going to ping something. So for now, I think I'm just going to pacify this card and come in with both creatures. Having said that, later in the game, this card's going to be more of an issue. Yeah, I think I'm going to pacify this card instead. Yeah, that seems fine. Because even if this card pings something, it's going to ping something with pacifism on it, or not. And it's going to be a 5 or a 6/2, whereas this is going to represent more damage later in the game. This can just be blocked by one of these outcasts eventually, or even the summons if I ever get it online. That, however, is a bit more of a problem. Thankfully, we do the land for it. Okay. Okay, I think actually the play is going to be to attack with the familiar. No, actually to leave the familiar back and to make the outcast. the reason for that play is if this card is the pinger, then he kills this and attacks with both, at which point I would need to block with the Spell Fist and the Spirit Token to take this morph out. Oh, well, that changes things. Whereas I would be more inclined to double block with the Familiar and the Palace card. Well, unfortunately that changes my consideration somewhat. Okay, so if that card is the one that I'm thinking of, it becomes a 6/4, which means blocking all these won't do anything. I think therefore the play is probably to chump this and then to race. However, chumping that card is not really incentivizing him to unmorph at that point. Yeah, I think I'm happy to just take 6 here, or potentially. So if he unmorphs there, I take 10 to go down to 8, and then the cat becomes a problem. Okay, no, let's just jump there for the moment. And eventually we're going to need to draw into more to beat this board state. Okay, well that's a fairly good draw. Now if I can just get the extra planes. Nope. Okay. Okay, I think now the plan is just going to be to pass the turn and hope he attacks. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is going south for us. Okay, so he does attack. No, that's still not going to be enough, is it? So it's going to be 2, 3. So no, that's not going to cut it. No, there's really no good block here. Yeah, okay. I think it's just pile in on this card. And then he's going to unmorph, kill the outcast, and I'm going to sandblast it. Which is unfortunate because ideally I wanted to get rid of this card. But I don't think that's really an option. Yep, there we go. Because I think the issue was any other block would just then mean he morphs this card. So, yeah, I don't think there's really any way I can kind of play out that combat well. Right, okay, so we're it's a bit late in the game, but we still might be able to pull it back. Ugh. Okay, well, again, it's looking pretty decent actually. So, hmm, yeah. I'm not sure that there's a good way of playing this match, and if there is, I'm not finding it. Hmm. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Still had all these. Okay. That card's probably worth a place. Yeah, I'm going to take out one invocation. Probably both, actually. I think. No, having said that now, I want to revisit that plan. That's going to give me some control, at least, over which creature I pacify. So it's the question of whether I board out pacifism if I'm bringing in. I think I do, actually. And perhaps bring in that card. Yeah, that seems fine. Yep, okay. That seems a pretty good hand, so we'll keep that. Yeah, it's got a fairly strong curve again, and it's got all our colours actually. I don't think it's a better hand to get. Oh, nice card. That card's going to present a problem later in the game. Okay, well, maybe not anymore. What am I running into here? I guess Twin Bolt. Okay, nope. Hmm. I think actually I'm fine with that card being in play. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm going to counter that card. Ugh, that was actually the wrong option. Yeah, let's just take sight beyond sight. When I say wrong option, I meant I clicked the wrong card. Hmm. I don't necessarily want to run into the fight spell. Although I think that spell's sorcery anyway, but yeah, I think I'll cast this here just to help shore up the game. Mm, yeah, I'll take it, that's fine. Hmm. Um, yeah, we're pretty far ahead here. that'll do.